Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about eyeshadows. So I just want you to know that this is how many that I use in the morning. Oops, this many. This I use for my eyeliner, which you can see is smudge proof. This over here is the eyeshadow that I just put on. I use this as a base. So you put that on here and you just blend it with a regular brush. I actually made a video right before this and I went to pause it so I could continue on, and I accidentally hit stop, so I'm starting over. So I already did my base, but you just use a regular brush like this to blend it. And then later I'll show you how to use shadows for your brows. And then I use these three on my lids. So I'm going to pause the video and then I'll be back with my second layer because I like to let it set, and I'll do something else on my face and then do another layer of shadow. It's kind of like layering lip sense. You have to let the first one layer dry first. So I will be back. Okay, I'm going to pop back here. Before I do my second layer shadow, I want to show you the foundations because I know we're going to be talking about that too. So I mix it on the cover of my nighttime moisturizer. This is actually way, way, way too much. I always overdo it. I use our powder mixed with the foundation and the pearlizer. I'll dab it on my face like this. I have a brush just like this. And I just start to stipple it into my face. When you do this, it's almost like you're putting thousands of little dots of foundation on your face. So if you've ever thought about camera pixels, it kind of works the same way. The tighter the brush is together, the better coverage you're going to get and the more flawless it's going to look. Now, the foundation can actually be used just like the shadows and the lip sense in a form of layers. So if you're looking for, it covers really, really well, but if there's some spots that you just can't get to cover up, you can layer it. Let it set first and then layer it. And foundation has a mechanical shield instead of SPF in it, which means that the botanicals that are in the foundation actually reflect the sun's rays. When I was in the Bahamas, I got burnt everywhere but my face. So I didn't have to wear any sunscreen on my face. If you have extreme sensitivity to sun, you will want to put something in your face. If you're on certain types of medications where you have to wear sunscreen, wear sunscreen. So it doesn't work that great for everyone. It just really depends on you. But you can definitely try it if you want to see what happens. You shouldn't get that bad of a burn if the burn happens. I've never been burned with it on. And I've been to the Bahamas and to Hawaii, going to San Diego on Friday. Okay, so it gets extremely good coverage. And it's super, super lightweight. For being a liquid foundation, it's super, super lightweight. So, my next step is mulberry. Okay, and this, you can see I literally put just a tiny bit there and a tiny bit there. Since I started in November of 2015, this is literally my second tube of mulberry that I've used. So it's $22, but it lasts forever, and I've used it for blush and shadow. I actually went back to using our blush scents for my blush because it's a lot pinker, and this is more like mauve-y and a really nice pink. So if you have really, really pale skin, this is what you should use. So then you can buy blush and shadow all in one. Okay, and then you just blend that like normal too. So the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows, and I use shadow for that as well. I brushed my brows out a little bit. And Again, I use one of these for my palette. I actually ordered some little makeup mixing packets or palettes on Amazon. So I take Smoke Topaz, which is more of like an ashy look since I have some like ashy tones in my hair. And then Mocha Java to kind of tone the ashiness down. Put them on here like this. I have a little angled brush that looks like this. And I just kind of alternate back and forth when I'm getting it on my brush. And then I start. Now, I want you to remember what I look like without brows. You can already see that one filling in, okay? Whoa! I literally have my phone balancing on a tiny little knob on my mirror, so... If you've never done your brows before, I will tell you that it is going to take practice. There were some days when I first started doing this where I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to do this every day. But then when you look in the mirror at yourself without eyebrows, you can already see the difference there. You're like, I have to do them. And we do have a Brow Sense, but these are so much easier to work with. So if you need to clean anything up, you just kind of use the Q-tip. And I lick my Q-tips. I apologize, but this is what I've done forever. You can use water, but water, this just gets the end damp enough. So if you're grossed out by that, I apologize. And then one thing I do too, I have mirrors. I have 3 mirrors and they kind of like fold in. And I use that to check the side of my face so I can make sure that they look the way they should. Because they look a lot different from the front than they do from the side. They look okay from the front and then you check the side and you're like, ee, I missed that spot. So like I said, you might be watching this video and going like, oh, I'm not wasting my time doing that. But the difference with and without eyebrows, I'm sorry, but it's so worth it to have an eyebrow. I mean, hello, look at that. Okay, now could use a little touching up on this side. And that's pretty dang straight, so. Sorry that this takes so long, but a lot of people really need to see how to do this, especially if you're going to purchase something, so. Then I do the other side. And you just follow the natural shape of your eyebrow. If you're missing hairs, we actually have something called Lash Extend. Cancer patients have used it to grow their eyebrows back after chemo, and it works amazing. We also have a nail extend. So if you have brittle or fragile nails, that works really, really great too to strengthen your nails and help them grow. I seem to have way better luck with this eye than I do the other eye. I'm going to pause it and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, it took a little longer than expected, so there you go. Pretty amazing. The last thing one of the last things I'm going to do, I'm running kind of late. My son needs to get up to go to daycare before I start my day. I put my shimmer on next, and this I completely paint my lid where it needs to go. And then I use my same little brush, and with the shimmers, I don't blend as much through here because it doesn't leave it as shimmery, so. Now, I finished the corners off with Garnet, which I'll do in a second. I've had this since December of 2015. So I've had that forever because you literally need like a tiny dot of it. And it is so pigmented that it goes a long ways. One thing that's really cool too is if you get mascara on your eyelid after you put your eyeshadow on, you can touch it up without it taking all of your eyeshadow off, which is amazing. There is. Okay, my final step before I do my Garnet is my blush. This is the Blush Sense. I've had this tube forever. I just started recently using it again, but you need that teeny little dot on your finger. I don't know, it won't really focus. And then I mix it with our pearlizer, which will give you a little glow, just like that. And mix it around on my fingers, like this. And I dab it on my cheeks and start mixing it in. I put a little too much pearlizer, so it's not as pink as I want it to be, but oh no, it's good. Okay. So you can see the nice little, and you can add more of this to highlight right here. I still have a little bit of my foundation left on my cover. And I have these sunspots over here. So I'm just going to put a little extra to cover those up. I don't have any on this side, but you can see this one right here. Okay, so with the Garnet, I literally take it and put a little bit right there. Take a little blending brush. And voila, there you go. So, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Sorry the video got a little long, but I figured if I'm showing you everything today, I might as well show you everything, show you how it works, show you how great it is. But you can see for yourself too. So, have a happy Tuesday.